Hi Tom, I'm Claire. I just thought I'd go over in a little bit more detail some of the information that I sent over to you in the PDF. Excuse my name badge, I'm actually at a conference today. I don't normally wear a name badge, and there might be a bit of background noise as well, so apologies for that, and hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm just going to go over a few things in a little bit more detail. So we know with SEO that there's a few things that Google really values, and there's many different factors that come into play with SEO, and it's important that all of them are covered, because a lot of people do some things really well, but not many people do everything well, which is great for us because that's where we can push ahead of competitors. But some of the main things that Google focuses on is website speed, and we know that's valuable to Google because it has its own tool to measure this. Also, the reason that Google got ahead of a lot of other search engines is it realised it's not just about what happens on the website itself, but also what other websites linking back to your website is a really good indication of how important your website is. And that's measured in domain authority, a score of 0 to 100. You're not necessarily looking at getting 100 out of 100, but what you do want to do is have a good margin between your own domain authority and your competitor's domain authority. So first of all, I'm going to look at one of the on-page factors, which is speed. And you're in the first column here, and then I've taken your two main competitors to be the websites that are ranking in position 1 and 2 for USA soccer scholarships. And as you can see, you're not doing badly for website speed. Ideally, I would want both of those scores to be A's and B's wherever possible. So there are a few things that can be done to improve it further. If we have a look down here on website speed, there's a few things in red that could be adjusted, and then also on the Y slow you've got a couple of 0 scores and a little bit of red, so there are things that can be done to improve those scores further. And Google's all about user experience, and obviously the quicker that a website loads, the better the user experience. Then another on-page factor would be content. Google is ultimately a content delivery system, and it wants to deliver long-form text. Text is what it values, high-quality, long-form, relevant text to its users. So ideally, that's what you need to have on your website, and the text needs to be optimized for the keywords that you want to rank for. So if we have a look at SiteLearner, which shows us duplicate content, you've got 40% score for duplicate content, which is really high, and so those duplicate content issues need to be addressed. People used to scrape content from other websites and then put them on their own website as their own content. So if for whatever reason you do have duplicate content on your website, then you will be penalised for that. So they definitely need to be addressed. Obviously, as I mentioned, Google values text, and on your index page, for example, you've just got just over 300 words. Google would consider that to be thin content, so you need a lot more relevant, high quality text that's optimised for the keywords that you want to rank for, if that was a page that you wanted to rank. I say all of these things are things I can help you with. And then for domain authority, you had a domain authority score. Let me see if I can find it here quickly. Sorry, I should have brought that up already for you. Let me see domain authority on here. Oh, I can't see it on there. So your domain authority was a score of 1 out of 100. So I don't think it was included in there. Yep, so the domain authority was a score of 1 out of 100. And I think you've obviously not started working on backlinks and increasing your domain authority, which actually is a good thing, because some agencies will just get you as many backlinks as possible, and they can be really low quality and quite spammy backlinks, which in the long term could have a negative effect on your rankings. It's not about quantity, it really is about quality and getting high quality, relevant backlinks from websites to your website, and that domain authority is then going to trickle down from them to you. I just had a little look at your keywords. So I was searching for keywords similar to or broad match to USA soccer scholarships. And you can see here we've got American scholarships, soccer scholarships USA, football scholarships USA, soccer scholarships. They've all got search volumes of 200 a month plus. So obviously I don't know how much you would charge your clients, but hopefully that gives you some indication of whether SEO would be will give you a good return on investment. And then what was the other thing that I was going to show you? Oh yeah, so I put you into my ranking tracking software, and this is what I would do for any client when I first start working with them, is just to immediately, before I do any work on their website, I put their keywords into my software, and then we can track them going forward. So it just gives you something measurable, rather than me say, oh yeah, I'm working really hard on your website, and you don't actually know what I've done or how it's improved your rankings. So if we have a look here at USA scholarships, you're actually ranking 40 in Google, and American scholarships, you're ranking position 43 in Google. So you're on Google's radar, which is great. Google considers you to be ranking if you're in the top 100 results. Obviously, most people don't go past the first page nowadays when they're searching online. I know I tend not to anymore. So that's really where you want to be, and ideally you want to be in the first 3 because that's the sweet spot. That's where you're going to get most click-through rate. So I hope that's been useful for you. If nothing else, give you some ideas of things that need to be worked on. If you've got any questions or I've not explained anything very well, please get in touch and I can go through those with you in more detail. I'm happy to set up a meeting, or if you want to give me a call. I'm definitely available Thursday, Friday this week, so you'll be able to get in touch with me then or arrange a meeting. But thank you for your time and have a great day. So I hope that's been useful. Take care.